What's going on, everyone? I'm Chance from Chappell Sound, and today I want to talk about adding interest to rap hooks. So here we have a boom bap track, more old school, so let's have a listen.
So if it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. Yeah, I don't care what none of y'all.
Alright, so everything is cool so far. The vocals are right where they should be and perfectly clear. So why do we want to play with anything? Well, in most modern music, there are minor transitions that take us from verse to hook that are done well so that we more so feel them than hear them. The hook, or the chorus, is a part of tracks that we want to stick out the most and be more memorable to listeners. This is a situation where simply pulling the fader up will cause balance issues and not entirely give us the effect that we want. So, when trying to find a solution for this, I stumbled upon a trick I remembered hearing about: shifting the vocal up or down a third or fourth to add another harmony to the vocal. This could easily be done by duplicating the track, going into Audio Suite, down to Avid, and pulling up a pitch 2 or a pitch shift legacy and bumping up 4 semitones. However, that brings up the problem of keeping the harmony in key. So what I did was duplicated the track, put Melodyne on there, and then came over and selected this transfer key and let the track play through to detect all of the notes. Now, once we have all of our notes detected, we press Command A to select all of the notes. We come over to our correct pitch macro and snap everything into the key, which in this case is E flat minor. And what I like to do is go about 85% on the pitch center to not give an auto tune effect, but make sure everything is right there where it needs to be in key. Now that everything's snapped into the key, we can search along this left side of Melodyne and see some notes are grayed out. The ones that are grayed out are notes that are out of the key. So then we just count down 3 steps from the root or from the first note, which is what I like to use, which is A flat. 1, 2, 3. So then we just drag it down to E flat minor. And now that we have it there, let's take a listen.
So if it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. Yeah, I don't care what none of y'all. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. Yeah, I don't care what none of y'all say. I ain't with it. So if
Okay, so that's the sound we're going for, but it's too much like the lead for my liking. So what I did was open up a VMR and compress the heck out of it because I want this double to be a subconscious thing and dynamics would attract the ear to them. First compressor has a slower release, and the second has a faster release just to make sure we're clamping down on the transients and the recovery. Also, the second 1176 has a 23% mix knob, so that way it's not completely killing it, but it is squashing it enough to where it doesn't jump out at you. Then, since we shifted the vocals down, a little boxiness and extra low end was introduced, so I rolled off under 100 hertz and cut out some 400 hertz as well.
So if it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. Yeah, I don't care what none of y'all. If
And the compressors did add a little bit of level, but that is perfectly fine. We have a fader at the end of the chain, everything will be okay. Then to make these nice and wide, I added a Waves Doubler 4, which you can see here. And I pulled up the Pensado Vocal Direct preset. Presets are okay as long as they're not entirely determining your mix, since every mix has different needs. So what I did was roll off under 630 hertz on the effect and back down the direct level to make sure the doubler was more prominent without turning it up.
so if it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. Yeah.
Okay, so next I applied a simple de-esser since the human ear doesn't need more than one S at a time, especially from vocals.
So if it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. Yeah, I don't care what none of y'all. If it ain't about God, I ain't.
Finally, just for a bit of extra width, I applied one of my favorite plugins, which is the S1 Imager. I love the S1 Imager as it has this effect of moving things outside of your speakers or outside of your headphones, which is great when you want something to be super wide. So let's play with and without.
So if it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. If it ain't about God, I ain't really with it. Yeah, I don't care what none of y'all, none of y'all.
Thank you guys for checking this video out. Make sure you like the video and subscribe if you did like it. And I hope to see you next time, and have a great rest of your day.